Good evening and buenos tardes everyone. We have a lot of requests on the channel right now for me to do some more gameplay commentary over matches, and I thought I'd make some for you guys today. I was thinking about what character I wanted to use, and I realized that Miguel, I used him a lot for like the first 2 weeks of Tekken 7 on console, and he was the character that I first decided I wanted to make like videos on for YouTube. So my first video on YouTube was a Miguel guide, but I haven't really used him a lot since then. And it's sad because I really enjoyed the character. So I wanted to do one of these green rank grind sessions with you guys where we just try and get a nice streak and talk about the character. And so I got my Miguel. I intentionally lost about 30 games in a row to get my Miguel demoted down to rank where it would make sense. And then I ended up having one of the most fun little sessions of Tekken I've had in a long while. I really enjoy this character, and I've decided that I'm gonna try and develop him as my secondary main next to Gigas. Actually, that was how much fun I had. My Miguel is still very rusty. There's a lot of stuff I need to work on, but I look forward to it because this is a design that really appeals to me in a lot of ways. And I mean, it doesn't really have anything to do with Tekken, but Spain happens to be like my favorite country in the world to visit. It's my favorite language in the world. It has my favorite food culture of any place in the world. So in honor of Miguel and how much fun I'm having playing him, we're going to watch some matches. I'm going to be eating this Spanish chorizo and drinking some Spanish wine off cam, and we're just going to enjoy some matches together and see if we can learn something or maybe just get some entertainment watching some match footage. So I'm going to cut this video right now. I'm going to be cutting the actual gameplay session into a couple of sections. I hope that's okay, but it's going to be very hard to record like the voiceover in a single sitting, that's why. And if you enjoy it, then maybe we'll keep doing these sessions and see how far we can take the character. But yeah, for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Alright, so it looks like our first opponent's going to be Kazuya here. I haven't watched these matches since they happened, by the way, so I don't really know. I remember what's going to happen, but we'll see. Main thing about fighting Kazuya online is like everybody who plays him at a low rank wants to be like a high level Mishima guy who does great electrics, and so they do a lot of unnecessary electrics that you can sort of duck under and stuff. Would be like my main tip for dealing with them. I watched, was it Eris, some other like Tekken YouTuber talked the other day about how when you're new to the game and you're playing a Mishima, don't waste weeks and months on trying to do perfect electrics when you're new, because it's a technique that takes some people years to perfect, and if you waste like your first weeks and months on trying to do that, then you're not going to spend time learning fundamentals, movement, blocking and block punishment, backdashing, and those things are all so much more important. So focus on that and then try and like get the electric in somewhere else along the way was like his tip. My tip would actually be just stay away from Mishimas when you're new to the game, because I think doing electrics and hell sweeps, I feel, is sort of like at the core and the heart of those characters, and it's probably better to spend time on a character where you can learn the basics really quickly, and then you just have those basics of the move list down, and then you can focus on fundamentals and you can like really get into the character. But that's just my opinion. Play whatever you like, obviously. So as you can probably tell, my Miguel is super rusty. I haven't used him for over a month, I think, and I'm just trying to find my bearings here. That's back 4, his amazing armor move. It's great at the wall. There, he does get me with a very slow electric. For 2-1, as you probably know, the second hit is duckable. Alright, sidewalk or slash kick. I should have punished it harder with maybe a hop kick, probably. That's a guaranteed follow-up. Full crouch down forward 4 into 4-4-2-1 is guaranteed for great damage, which is why Miguel has such a dangerous full crouch mix-up. A great thing about that character. Miguel is amazing in general. I wonder like what a lot of high-level Asian players would say about his tier list position. I'd be really curious, because I think he's potentially, I mean, he's got to be above mid. I think he's somewhere mid to high, personally. But we just haven't seen that many like really high-level guys use him yet. It would be so cool if like next year Saint shows up with, you know, his Miguel and just wrecks everybody. It's unlikely though. Alright, so we get another match against this Kazuya. And now I felt like I got a couple of pretty solid reads on that guy during the last game, so I think this one is going to go by a little bit quicker. Yeah, and you can see that this is something I've talked about in my previous videos, but if you look at the situations when we're spaced out from one another, me and my opponent, what's usually happening is I'm not pressing any attack buttons unless I'm like fishing for something. I'm usually focusing on like trying to move around, whereas my opponent will just do attacks hoping that I will run into those attacks. Like right here, you see I'm not attacking at all, and he's attacking and attacking and attacking. And that's like one of the biggest tips when you're new to Tekken. Is just your right hand really needs to chill, especially in a spaced out position. And when you attack, just do it for a reason, because you saw an opening, right? Because otherwise, you know, you're just gonna get whiff punished. And when you're playing somebody with a little bit more experience, that's usually what they're trying to do to you. They're just trying to move around and try and make you whiff something, and then they'll just capitalize with a combo, right? Try to sidestep that slash kick, well, the sidestep was a little bit too shallow, I guess. Hell sweep, nice. Another hell sweep, classic. That tackle, I actually love that move. It's so great that it's actually safe, because it makes, if it wasn't, I don't think the move would be very usable. But it covers so much ground, and you can use it, you know, it has a lot of active frames. It has a very long, sort of extended hitbox to it, which means you can use it at a lot of different ranges, and it's difficult for the opponent to like adjust to the timing of it. So next we're playing Chloe, and the thing about Chloe is always that as soon as she gets that back turn launcher, she's gonna do like 70% of your life bar in damage. And so a lot of Chloe players, basically what they rely on is, you know, her close-up, and a lot of her standard moves are not super good. But if they can just set up that launcher and get it like once, they can usually take a round. So that's mainly what you got to be careful. And my like main suggestion when you're not very used to like Chloe's moveset and how to deal with it is to just block everything, because nothing she has that is super dangerous is low. The dangerous lows she does have are counter hits, which means that as long as you're not pressing buttons, the worst thing that's going to happen is you get, you know, hit by a little low. There I get caught moving, and you can look at this damage, right? That's not even an optimal combo, that's far from an optimal wall combo. So yeah, that's, you gotta be super careful. I think Chloe's probably better than people give her credit for. I mean, she has like a 12 frame mid, right? She's got some pretty cool stuff. The only reason I've never spent time playing her is I hate her standard combo. She has to do like, for like a normal combo, what a lot of people do is either that move where you need to have specific timing, you need to sort of play the buttons in sequence in a specific sort of timing, which takes a lot of practice, but it's probably easy to do once you've practiced it. And the other combo she has to do like forward 2 1+2 into dash forward neutral forward 2 1+2, which is very finicky to get down, and because you need to like do neutral inputs and stuff, you can't buffer anything, so it becomes awkward to perform. Guaranteed stomp off of the down back 4, great stuff. You know, probably Miguel's best low poke, my personal favorite at least, is down back 4. That running 3 that Chloe's doing there is one of her good moves, but it can be easily sidestepped. I recommend sidestepping into the left, or you can just whiff punish it, you know, if your opponent uses it at a bad range. So I think this guy is gonna revenge me as well, right?
Get ready for the next battle.
This rank that I'm at, by the way, I know a lot of you guys are interested in Japanese as well. This is the Grandmaster rank, which is the rank below the green ranks, the rank below Brawler in the English version. And those characters you see in the rank name right there, it says Meijin in Japanese. The first character means name, and the second just means person. So the name of the meaning of the word is basically, you know, a person who is well known or good enough at something that he's a known name is kind of the meaning of the term. I think it's mainly used for like craftsmen or like martial artists and stuff back in the day. But I guess yeah, it comes in like the martial artist context in Tekken. So far we're just playing people on the same rank, you know, on the Grandmaster rank, which means that we should be seeing a promotion very soon. For the 2-1, natural combo, completely guaranteed, but if they block the first hit, they conduct the second, which is why it's dangerous. And that's why you need to mix it up with 4-4-2-2, which is the mid mix-up. Messed up a combo there, you know, I'm still super rusty with Miguel, but I'm slowly finding my bearings, you know. And again, that amazing shoulder tackle. I love that. Such a great move. I wonder how King has a similar move. I wonder how it compares. I know that the big difference is obviously that King gets armor on his. If it's similar to Miguel's, but it has armor as well, that's an amazing move. No, because King's is punishable on block, right? So he becomes punishable, but he gets armor in return. Is that it? Yeah, in that case, I think I actually prefer Miguel's version, because I would not use a big, slow move like that if it was easily punishable on block. Maybe if it was -10 and I wasn't playing against, you know, Mishima or Gigas or something, someone has like a bad 10 frame punish, like I think the worst 10 frame punish in the game is still Asuka, right? Am I wrong? Okay, so we get our first promotion here, and it's against the Gigas, and it's I remember this guy. He was a very decent Gigas, which is fun. You know, he has very few games, so he's maybe on a new account or, you know, playing a new character here with Gigas, but he's a decent player. But I'm a Gigas main, so I'm a little bit more difficult to fight Gigas, you know, fight against with Gigas. I hope I managed to stuff his 4-4-2 there with the punish. And here he's doing, you know, proper Gigas play, which is just capitalizing on blocks with the 1-2, which is Gigas' 10 frame block punisher, and I think the most powerful 10 frame block punisher in the game, with the exception of no sword stance Yoshi. So very, very good. Yeah, he's using like all the correct, so to speak, Gigas moves, the good mid pokes. He gets a counter hit there with the forward 1+2. Yeah, I love to set up throws after I get that counter hit up forward at 3-2-2. That's a counter hit combo, meaning that if you get like counter hit on the first hit, the second 2 hits are completely guaranteed, and it puts you at a very comfortable range just to go straight into a throw. So I went into the 1+2 break, and that sequence does something like, I think the first string does like 50, and then the throw does like, what is it, 30 or 40 damage. So it's an insane amount of damage. It's like half the life bar when you can get that sequence. The low that I ended the round with is down back 3-4. That's not a natural combo, so you gotta be careful. But what happens a lot, which is what happened in that case, is they block the first hit, and then they don't expect the second hit, so they press a button or they move, and then you get the second hit anyway. And you know, people are just used to, you know, low pokes coming in sets of 1 instead of 2. There you can see we do a cross chop to get up. That's an option Miguel has, which is obviously very good. If you want to learn about how to use cross chops, I think Aris made a video on it like yesterday where he explained it with Paul. So if you want to learn about cross chops, check that out. nice low parry. He doesn't really know his low parry combo, so my guess is it's just a decent player who's recently picking up Gigas or something, you know. There I definitely expected him to go for the low, which is what most people do right there, but he did the mid mix-up, which was very nice. He could have block punished me there with the 1-2 for the win. He doesn't know, it seems, that down forward 4-1+2, which is the move that he did do, is non-natural, so it's not a punisher. He has to punish with 1-2 right there. Basically, Gigas punishes with 1-2 for 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 frames, but because the move is so ridiculously powerful, it's actually a good block punisher for all of those windows. And then, you know, you get the down to that move that he did right there when I said it for the 15 frame. But now you can see I'm in a little bit of trouble here. I'm down 2 rounds. He does the rage drive. I predict mid, and I get hit by the blockable high. A fun thing I realized in this match is that I don't remember how to do Miguel's rage art. I don't remember the input for it, and I think you'll see me a couple of times trying to like end a combo with the rage art, and I end up doing the down forward 1+2 command grab because I keep thinking it's down forward 1+2. So in case you're interested, the rage art input is actually back 1+2, which is what I should have been doing. That was sub-optimal combo, which usually doesn't matter because it was a decent combo anyway, but as you can see right there, if I had done the better combo, I would have killed him without having to risk, you know, throwing the round. I tried for a wall splat there with a cheeky armor move. Favorite option of mine at the wall with Miguel. And the down for 1-2, it's so important because against people who are decent like this guy, they know that they can duck the second hit of down for 1-1, and so they try and do that a lot, and then you need to be able to have that mid mix up with the down for 1-2. So next we're going to play this King. King is, I don't know if I mentioned it in my previous videos, but one of my least characters to play against, because I think he's, I mean the character is amazingly strong in this game. It's just, he's so strong, he's got so many like scary tools that you really need to like be careful. I hate this customization with King, by the way. He had it in Tag 2 as well, and it's like when he stops being a guy with a tiger or like a leopard mask, I guess, jaguar mask, and just becomes a whole jaguar. But if you look at his feet, he has this like big gnarly toe that comes out almost like a heel on his toe, which is like really weird. You see it right there? I always thought that was so weird. Like it's almost like he's wearing high heels. But then I was like, well, I guess it's because he's a cat. But then I looked at a cat and I realized that cats don't have that. Cats don't have like a gnarly toe for like support. Like there's some sort of like weird horse. So I don't know why they decided to make his feet look like that. This is another guy who's, I'm not, you know, I don't think he's super good or anything, but he like knows enough strong exploitable King stuff that he could definitely score a game on me if I'm not careful. You know, classic King stuff: the leg breaker, the shining wizard, leg breaker, shining wizard. You know, instant shining wizard, running 3 into grounded throws, and then when they're panicking, you know, a lot of capital punishment, a lot of Atlas hammer. They try and look for a high and go under a high with Atlas hammer.
Fight.
Look for a counter hit there with the Telefonazo 4-2. Great Miguel move, I think 15 frames and high crush. It's high though. So yeah, as you can see, even though I'm supposed to be able to beat this guy kind of easily, I'm just eating a lot of stuff, and I'm actually in danger of losing this game right now. but it's like I was feeling confident. I remember this. I was like, yeah, this is just a question of me just getting my head out of my ass, kind of. That should have been a punish, but I guess that outranges Miguel's 1-2 jab. Miguel has very stumpy range on his 1-2, which is unfortunate because it's his only option for 10 frame punish, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but this guy, I felt confident enough that I could keep on beating him, and he was the same rank as me, so I'm just gonna keep on revenge matching him, you know, for the rank up points, and see if we can get Marauder rank as soon as possible. Oh, and my opponent has a demotion match right here. That raises the stakes, and just so you know, it also raises the likelihood of big crazy moves and gambling. So be more careful of like Atlas Hammer, be more careful of like elite kicks and leg breaker and all that kind of stuff. Mishima guys start using partying with way too many hell sweeps and so on. Nice whip punish with the down forward 2-1, so I'm starting to get that properly. And again, that's the same thing against the Gigas guy. Down back 3-4. He just needs the second hit because he's not expecting it. That was actually a beautiful duck on the 1-2-4, which is a string I like to set up Savage Stance with. But he knew that that was high, and he ducked it and he launched it perfectly. So very nice job. Whiff punish there. I don't know what kind of combo I was doing here for my while standing 2-2. That's always like a lot. I'm always like, I don't know if I'm supposed to do the while standing 2-2 or if I'm supposed to do the while standing 2-4 and exactly what combo I should be doing after it, you know. Miguel is a little bit awkward for while standing launch, but he has a 14 frame launcher, so I'm not going to complain. Capital punishment, nice whiff punish there with the 4-2. Probably the best thing I could have gotten right there. Beautiful sidestep by him actually. But I catch him with a single one jab. So who's next? Oh! Okay, so we get a third match against this guy. Why not? I don't recommend playing these many games in a row against the person when you've already gotten a rank up, because now that there are 2 ranks in between us, I get almost no points in terms of like ranking up. Oh, there's only 1 rank between us, sorry. But you get a lot less points. You usually want to play people on the same rank as you. But in this case, I'm actually getting a promotion here, so I'm going to try and get the Marauder right here. And I think if we get Marauder rank, I'm gonna wrap this first section of the session up, and we're gonna make a cut, and then I'm gonna start editing the second part. That's the mid mix up for that string. Down forward 1-1-2. It's a very good string. That was the counter hit, which is why it scored that big knockdown. Classic King combo into the running throw. It's a great combo. King has a great standard combo because of that throw, because it gives him great Oki and wall carry and everything. He doesn't get wall splats obviously, but he can just substitute the ender for, what is it, 4-2-1 I think, and he gets the wall carry instead. So King has a great standard combo game. And you can see me really liking that down forward 1+2 command throw. Favorite option of mine. With like any character really, it's such an abusable tool when people are unaware of how to break 1+2 throws. So get a little conversion there, improvised, but it was decent I guess. Yeah, and that's like a nightmare when Miguel is just pounding you with down forward once and your back is to the wall. It's really where the character excels. You know, Miguel is an aggressive poke character. Looking for a wall spat there, but I just get side walls because of the angle. Here I should be, this is shitty by me. I mean, I'm comboing and whatever, but I should have been walking right and trying to establish wall positioning instead. because then a launch could have killed. You know, you should always be considering your positioning. But I think I'm going to wrap this up here. So yeah, that's the Marauder rank for now. I'm going to start editing the second session. Thanks for watching it so far, guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit.